Why do you make games?
Well, that's a good question. My mum used to play Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and I used to memorize the Ocarina songs, which you could walk to certain places from, and that's what started to wake me up in the games and liking games. Then the sequel to Legend of Zelda came out, which was Majora's Mask, and that was just a whole nother what's the saying? I keep forgetting the saying, but it doesn't matter. It was very different to Ocarina of Time mechanically because you had a time limit, and that was just really pushing the boundaries of the console at the time. Once I got my first PC, that's when I really started to get into creating games, and I remember downloading Unity for the first time and being like, whoa, like trying to figure that out. And so this project started off way back in 2015 as part of a digital game prototype at Swinburne University. We had a group of 5 and we were trying to figure out a game that had a unique mechanical hook. That was the theme of the unit's description. I think 2 or 3 of us suggested we start off with something really simple and we just keep adding to it and find a unique mechanical hook out of that. Continuum is basically just a arcade shooter where you control the speed of time based on your position on the screen. One of our teachers had a spare monitor that we could use for PAX Australia 2016, which was going to be at the Swinburne stand. And we were up to the challenge and we created a reboot of this game for that time, and we showed it off at PAX. It got a lot of positive feedback from that. After that, we tried to continue off that and to create a game for release, but it turned out that people decided to go their separate ways, and people started working, and people graduated from uni, and it just production stopped from there, and that's about it for that.
So how far into the game development did you get with Continuum?
I feel like we were still in alpha stage, but I feel like we were close to the end of an alpha stage, almost in beta, and just for further testing and preparing for release. But as time went on, we realized there was just more and more and more that needed to be done in order for an actual public release.
Are you disappointed that you didn't continue on with the development?
It's a little bit sad, but overall, it was such a big learning experience for me that I wouldn't have been able to get from other positions or other jobs or other projects that I've been working on, because this was something that I had so much of my heart and soul into it. But it was such a big learning experience, and I can apply that to future projects now.
And so since you've been making games, have you found it to be a sustainable job or a sustainable industry?
Okay, with the industry, it can be sustainable if you stand out yourself. If you just do the bare minimum required effort and work. Of course, like many other industries, it's really hard to get anywhere with that behavior. Sometimes you just got to go above and beyond and do what you like to do and do it properly and do it to a high standard. When people play the games, they like to be wowed, and that's what I like to do when I like to make